5. She graduated from Fresno Unified and earned a BA and an MA from Fresno State and has worked 30 years in the FSAU FDSD researcher, and she is VP, Principal, Assistant Superintendent, Deputy Superintendent, and now Interim Superintendent. And she is the first woman to lead FUSD in 151 years. Please give it up for Misty!
So, hello everyone. So first of all, next year we're gonna pack this place, okay? So this is gonna be too small for us next year, so that's the goal. Woo! All right. So today is really all about celebrating each and every one of you that are here and your hard work, your achievements, and your incredible journey for the past 12 years. I'm going to keep my remarks very short because I know that you don't want me to go on and on and on a stage. And so I'm just going to really speak to you from my heart because I want to just share with you some of the experiences that I've had. So graduates, all the hopes and dreams of the world are waiting for you. Wherever life takes you, wherever you choose to blaze a trail, however you decide to do this, know that you are the authors of your own future. Don't be afraid. You know why? Because you're your own author. You get to write the book. You get to tell your story. Don't let anybody else tell it for you. And, don't be afraid to take on the challenges of the world. You're going to face many, many challenges. And I want to share a personal story with you. When I was thinking about taking on the role as the superintendent of Fresno Unified School District, there were many who came up to me and many who told me that I was not good enough, that a woman was not qualified enough. I have people that would come straight up to my face and say to me, you and your kind will never be able to run our district, and if you think you can, you have a thing coming to you. And I want to talk to you about branding, and I want to thank someone here because I was at an event, and my friend Brandon, I was going through all of that, and I want to personally thank you, Brandon, because Brandon came up to me and he said, Misty, don't be scared, wear that as a badge of honor. And I never realized that until that moment. You're going to hear Brandon in a few minutes. Brandon came up to me that night, and I was going through all kinds of craziness because I was getting it from everywhere. Everybody was coming at me and telling me that I didn't belong and I didn't have a place at the table. And that night, Brandon said to me, Misty, wear this like a badge of honor. And it did something to my heart. And I want to talk to you about branding because when all that was happening, I found that I started to lose myself. I forgot who I was and where I came from because all the noise was drowning out. What I really wanted to do was to make sure that kids that looked like you and me had a fighting chance in this world. And so I went back to my roots and I started to realize that, number one, I come from a really rich culture and I come from a heritage that is so incredibly beautiful, and there is no one in this world that can claim themselves to be home. And so you know how I started to rise to the top? Was when I went back to my roots, and I didn't forget who I was, and I didn't forget where I come from. And I wanted to make sure that everybody knew that and I'm talking to you. And I'm talking to you about this because you belong. You belong at the table, not just to sit at the table, but you belong to sit at the table, to eat at the table, and to stand at that table, and to have a voice at that table. And don't you ever forget that. Yes, and to lead at that table. And so, I just want to thank all of you for being there for me, and all of you for giving me my strength, because it is because of you that I'm able to stand up here. And I do want to also thank you, Bob, for standing standing and for saying, Misty, you can do this, don't give up. And so I just want to tell each and every single one of you that you are incredibly special. You know, don't worry about the big brands out in the world like Nike, Adidas, you know, whatever. Your biggest brand, your most powerful brand, your brand is that you are home. And that is the most important brand, that is the most beautiful brand that you have, and because you know why? No one else can claim it but you. And so, you know, remember, we need your brilliance, we need your passion, we need your unwavering determination, and we need your light to shine. And we need you to come back to our community. There is so much need here in Fresno, and I hope that you get to experience life to its fullest wherever you choose to go. And then I pray that you come back home to us. And you come back with all the knowledge and experiences that you have gained, because we need you, and we need you to stand strong with us. And when times get really hard for you, just remember that you have an entire home community that is cheering you on, that believes in you, and that is with you in spirit always. And so don't forget that. And if no one tells you this, just know that we love you. You are so deeply loved, and you are so deeply cared for. Congratulations.